for about a half hour already. In the circles all day long and fill up your video game. Is that why you came out here?
I know. And then he says he doesn't have an obsession. I don't get it. When I'm not out here, when I'm at work, that boy's crying about me, crying for me. And I tell him, don't cry for me, little cracky. But, oh, I'm letting the baby warm up right about now, man. I got that one cylinder, my little black box warming up right about now as we speak and stand by. So, I'll be hitting that switch in a little, because I'm tired of hearing the whining and the crying out here. I tell these duck pluckers, just spike the mic, man. Wasn't that Pedro's words? And all they do is cry. Worry about how much I spend, how much I make. Unbelievable, man. Like women out here.
Nobody's crying, ever crying shit. He said you got it stand by. But nobody on this end, nobody out there doing that, you know what I mean? You can't say that. I'm in a mobile, crushing the base station. Okay, you can try.
Oh yeah, you're taking them right out, man. Oh yeah, you're taking them right out. 2x4 like the boy don't exist. And I'm barefoot right now. Let me know when I gotta hit the switch.
You don't need to hit it now. Oh, you're South King of Brooklyn. You're a man with the...
Oh, roger that. I don't have to hit it now. Okay, that's a roger.
That strike is clear and gone. He's clear and gone. That striker that the man told you about last month.
What is he yapping on about a striker? He's still talking about that radio that he fucked up?
Okay, let's see. That striker sounds like a wobbly piece of shit to me. My soon-to-be wife or my soon-to-be dickhead father-in-law is in charge of the playlist on...
Now his soon-to-be wife. Who's he marrying this time?
Feeling mighty special this morning. TGIF on this one lucky day. Hey,
He's gonna marry Ellen DeGeneres.
let me put it down around CB Burrow. Hey, Super Snoop. Is he joking?
Hey. Hey, did anyone watch my latest video? The showdown at CVS? Oh yeah, Cracky's always a no-show. Always a no-show, but I gave him instructional videos how to get to that pharmacy so he can't claim ignorance or stupidity. Well, he don't have to claim it because we already know he's, you know, he is what he is. That's all he is, and that's all he'll ever be. Oh yeah, a fraud and a perpetrator.
Oh yeah,
He's just like Pedro, you know, when you roll up on him and you say, look, you said it right in the man's face. Look, he's scared. He won't key down. Your spot. Same thing with Cracky. I told him the place. He was running that nonsense for 2 weeks straight. Any Rite Aid, any time, any place. So I said, you know what? I got to work tomorrow, but fuck it, let's meet. I told him 10:30. He pushed it to 11:30. I said, all right, let's do this, 11:30. What does he say? Oh, he's got a dollar van at the door. He's got to go to the bodega for milk and smokes. I mean, he comes up with a million excuses. Even his own super local six-pack told Richie he's full of shit, that he's a bullshit artist. He goes, go meet the man already. Go take care of business. You know? He can't accept reality, so you got to remember, when you're a deranged crackhead like Richie, reality is what he makes, not what it is. And that's his problem. He's suffering from severe psychosis and drug abuse. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna enjoy hitting that switch when necessary. But until then, I'm gonna keep it in standby. I got that one piston. Hey, 2x4, I got that one steel piston ready to rock at a blink of the eye. Yeah, it's funny what I had Pedro do a few days ago. Pedro was getting ripped the fuck up at the at his truck stop over there at his boss's truck yard, connected to the Antron. I was tearing him up by like 2 S units. What does he do? He drives over right to the waterfront, right over there, Liberty State Park, and his signal went up a few S units. I'm like, okay. Even at the water, he was getting crushed. So, you know, when he's at his truck yard, or his boss's truck yard, running that Antron, or actually the IMAX 2000, whatever he's using, the base antenna, doesn't matter. I was squashing that boy. Then he's out here crying how much I spend. I'm like, come on, man. Who cares what someone else spends on this setup? The fact of the matter is, everyone knows out here. Everyone knows the rules. You got to pay if you want to play. This is a hobby like anything else. You got to invest if you want to sound good, if you want to have a good signal. Like any hobby. You get into photography, excuse me, no matter what it is, you got to pay. And believe me, I have no problem spending. This is fun. These are just toys for me, man. I buy something, I sell it, I get something else. It's just a toy. It's just a game. That's all it is. It's a hobby. And these duck pluckers out here crying how much another man spends. And dwelling on it, man. Why would a grown-ass man worry what I spend? Why would a grown-ass man worry what I spend on my hobbies? Lord have mercy. What's he worrying about next? Holy shit. You can't make this up.
Let's act like we know, let's act like we have memory out here on that class. Yeah, I don't care what what kind of antenna you use. What kind of intake you got. Doesn't matter. All they gotta do is spike that mic. Either heard or you're not fucking heard. I don't get to go on a mountain. I don't get to go on the damn bridge. If you can't key on it, you can't key on it. If you can, you can. Strong, so you must be broadcasting here somewhere. Oh man, I'm trying to swing this thing past that gay sex toy 250 enforcer.
Who's that other fag talking right now? Is that Cisco?
29, I got down.
Who's that fag talking over there? Is that Cisco? Yeah, bye-bye. You're 10-7.
He'll be off the bridge in about 30 seconds, so you can hear him anymore. Wow, listen.
Yeah, there's another crybaby out there. That's one of Pedro's dicklickers. There's another Pedro dicklicker out there. He's on my Bozak. He's one of the new additions. I guess he wants to be a star of my show.
See that right there? Well, easy, mister. I'm not gonna raise my voice. Geo, Jersey Devil,
Man, you don't have to raise your voice. You don't have to raise anything, man. You don't have to raise your antenna. You just spike the mic. That's the way it's done. You see, that's the way it's done there, 2x4. We talk, we spike the mic. We don't care about who uses what bridge, what fucking mountain he claims. Who cares, man? Listen, you do what you got to do out here. This is like the OK Corral, man. You come out here, you better come out here with a fucking sidearm. Don't come out here with no butter knife or no pocket knife and get blasted. I told it to these junkies out here, to Crackhead Richie and the Lion Pedro. You know, Pedro reminds me of Hillary Clinton. You just put a wig on Pedro, he'll look like Hillary Clinton in drag.
That's right, man. They're all Democrats.
I'm tired of the crying and the lies and the excuses. Oh, I lost the election because of this, that. No. You lost because your ass got voted on, that was it. You weren't popular. You lost. Just like Pedro. He cries and he wants to make excuses. Crackhead Richie cries, oh, he's not at the mountaintop, or I'm 100 watts less, I'm 100 watts short, I'm using a different driver. Listen, excuses are like assholes. I keep telling these guys, we all have one. I told these duck pluckers, once I get the Death Star, I warned them. I gave them a fair warning. Once I take down the dipole and put up the Death Star, it's going to be a difference. And then forget about it once I get the black box. Once I get that little black box with that steel piston, man, I told these duck pluckers, don't cry for me, Argentina. Oh yeah, the truth is, I never promised you a rose garden. I told them, man. I'm not a big gun out here. I'm not a tough guy. I just spike the mic, man. I just talk. I don't care how much Pedro spends or how much he don't spend. I don't care about Crackhead Richie. I don't care. I spike the mic and rock and roll. That's it. That's the name of the game out here. If you want to go to the OK Corral, you best have your sidearms because the pocket knife ain't doing it. Oh yeah, 250 somewhere around the lower deck, and I just got down. Party people, party people, just want to get funky. Yeah, so Sonic Force, just want to get funky. Yeah, let's do it.
That's a good song. Soul Sonic Force. I seen that, man. I seen Soul Sonic Force at Radio City. Seen Ashley, Slick Rick, and a bunch of freestyle singers, and Biz Marquis. Careful, I did a chair on our door before Mobile got down.
Hey, did I clean out your radio? Mr. 2x4, did I clean out your radio, sir?
What did I? Yes, you did, and I appreciate you doing that.
Yeah. I like it, man. I like it. I hear the solid gold dancers in the background, but not on the U. When you on key, I hear the solid gold dancers holding hands and jiggling it just a little bit. I hear the solid gold dancers when you on key there. You know, I call them the solid gold dancers. The fairy boys. It's funny, man. They got nothing on us, man. They can't even communicate between us if they want to, man. Hey, you guys better go to Goody Store, man. I told you duck pluckers, man. Look at this, man. Look at this baby. This is one steel piston, man. I just got a little economy, man. I got a little, and this duck plucker is not even made in America, man. That's the insult to injury. This duck plucker is so smooth, man. It's like a Ferrari cruising on the Autobahn, man. I just fired this baby up, let it warm up until my countdown says warmed up and ready. Oh yeah, and I just hit the switch and rocked the house, man. Oh yeah, ain't no excuses out here. Oh yeah, like that song goes, ain't no stopping me now, and I'm on the move. Oh yeah. Oh, was that Ashwood and Simpson? Remember that? Ain't no stopping us now.
Well, I say, man, things working good down in South Jersey, man. You come in with an S7. Crackhead Richie comes in with a 3, and Pedro comes in with a 3 when he's on his basin car. He's got 4S units on there. Yeah, those boys are hitting on you boys big time. Big time heat. Oh, look at that right there, my Cobra 29. I'm just pushing the button down and I'm modulating. There you go. There you go. Program, man. It's like Jenny Craig.
I told these boys, hey, 2x4, I told them, man. I told them they got to go to Goody Store, man. I don't know how much more clear we got to make it for these boys. They want to be solid gold dancers out here. They want to be pom-pom cheerleaders, man. But that's about all they could be in between keys, because they can't key up on the big dog, man. They can't key up on 250 or 2x4. It's all over. It's a wrap, man. You know, when we key up, it's like E.F. Hunting. When we talk, everyone must listen. They must stand by. They must stand by and praise that clean audio, man. Oh, yeah, Class AB. Class AB, man. Listen there. You notice when I hit that switch, there's no distortion. There's no IMD products. All you get is clear fidelity, man. That's why you just got to spike the mic and rock the house and know what you're doing, man. Oh, yeah, just like Maxwell House coffee. It's good to the last drop, man. Talking about coffee, I think I'm going to go get another cup of Java, man. I'm having too much fun out here. Look at that SWR, Lord of mercy. It's so flat, man. It's so flat. I'm just cruising on the Autobahn right now. Right about now with my little black box and my steel piston, man. I only have a single cylinder, man. I'm just rocking the house with a single cylinder with my little steel tube, man. Lord have mercy. That's where you got to go, man. You got to go with steel tubes, man. I don't fuck with no glass, man. You got to go with a steel tube if you want to be heard out here. And it's just a single tube, man. Who knows? Maybe next year I'll treat myself to 2 steel tubes. Who knows? Maybe I'll double up on these duck pluckers. You know, but for now, I'm just going to go easy, man. I'm just going to rock the house with my single piston steel tube. And I just got down. Let me go get some job. I'll be back. Let these boys, or should I say the solid gold cheerleaders, cheer on. Let them cheer. Let them praise the big dog. And I just got down.
SWR looks like. Go to Eddie. It sounds good, boss. It sounds real good. And I got a 6 kilowatts dirty dog. You know what, man? All this talk out here, I'm telling everybody, all this talk of this and that, and all that, man. Put it on video. Show it. Hey, don't sing it. Put it on the camera. Show it. Put it on the camera. People want to see it, man. Just put it out there. People will see it. Public is. We want to see it. Uh-oh. She's clowning everybody now. She's coming back. She says, alternate route. Attention, attention. This is not the MTA. Eddie, I'm going to show you what flat looks like, Eddie. Eddie, I'm saying, wow, flat, look how flat it is at 1.2. I'm not going to tell you that. A 1.2 is not... Yeah, 1.2 please go to crackhead, just like that. Looks like, just look at your fucking window. Eddie, just... What about the window, dog? I'm not a window licker like you are. Are you talking about the days when you were in the Turkey-mobile? You busting the helmet and the bib. You had your face flat on the window. Drool at the side of your mouth.
Your spot, your spot, your spot. Remember those words with Pedro? Your spot. What happened? What happened with Cracky? Any day, any time, any Rite Aid. What happened to those words with Crackhead? Anytime, any Rite Aid, any place. I agree to meet with him. What does he do? More excuses under the sun, man. Oh, I gotta go to bodega. Oh, I got a dollar van knocking at the door. Come on, Cracky. Fear and common sense is the best attributes Richie has.
Worldwide, yourself. Anybody please stand by? I thought I heard Frazier out there. Let me say good morning around the Hamptons. Let me say good morning.
Yeah, he's talking to no Hamptons. Crackhead's got imaginary people out here. The Hamptons. Richie, you're not heard in Long Island, Crackhead. You're definitely not heard in South Jersey when I step on you.
Yeah, he was trying to shoot Skip yesterday morning, and I got him to be he didn't do too well.
An overhigh condition.
Oh, I was tearing him up, man. I was tearing him up on a DX, man. I was ripping him. Yesterday he was getting ripped. Oh yeah, no morning show, but he got torn up afterwards. He thought he could hang with me, and they kept on getting back to me, man. I'm not saying he wasn't making contacts. He made a few, but he was screaming like a baby, man.
He's sneaking in between with his little plastic antenna. I gotta bring my drive up. This shit way too low. There you go, in the corner. Oh, man, I don't know. Please hear what he says. Put it on.
Where is Pedro? Is he out there today? I don't even hear him.
Hey, man, no doubt. I'm just saying, like I say, bro. I'm just putting this out there for everybody to listen. Putting this out there for both sides, left and right, up and down, middle, sideways, whatever you want to say, man. Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to consider yourself. I'm putting this out there. Listen carefully. I'm going to say it once. Put the shit on video gate. Put it on the video gate, what you got, what you're doing. And that's it. Show and tell. Show and tell. Not a whole lot of barking and biting like some people do. A whole lot of talking. Show and tell. Put it on video gate. The public wants to see what you got. We want to know. He's out there. He might not be. He's probably in the mobile. He's on the...
I like that, Eddie. I like that. Show and tell.
Hey, man, I'm just saying like it is, bro. Show and tell. Put it out there. Don't deflect with an eyes. You talk a lot, say a lot, but don't do a lot. Just put it on video gate. People want to see. Video, where's my hand? Video killed the radio star. Oh, remember that song back in the 80s? Yeah, what happened?
MTA Queens Midtown Tunnel.
How's the weather out there, man? It looks nice. 42 degrees. Winds coming from the west-northwest at 7 miles per hour. Relative humidity is 58%. Barometric pressure 3004 inches and rising. Nice day.
Yeah, it's nice. Nice cool breeze out here. Cool breeze. Yeah, it's a little cold, though. I'll tell you, it's a little windy out. Here, no more.
Oh, my steel antenna likes this, man. Let me tell you, man, my steel antenna loves the cool weather. It doesn't matter because, you know, since I put that duck plucker up, man, my SWR doesn't, it's not affected by any of the elements, rain, cold, heat. Well, so far I didn't experience the winter yet, but it shouldn't make a difference. The way I assembled that duck plucker, man, I even had to deburr it, man. I don't know if anyone knows what I'm talking about. I'm sure 2x4 knows what I'm saying. I had to deburr each individual section. That was the only thing. And then after that, I gave it a nice cleanup, and I treated it with a special solutions, which I won't discuss on the air. And I assembled it with special anti-corrosion, anti-rust paste on each of the. You know, I'm giving away too many secrets. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Those who actually put together antennas, they know what I'm talking about. But anyway, that's what time it is, man. Oh yeah, it's time to rock the house. Hey, wait a minute, I didn't say TGIF. Oh, Lord have mercy, I forgot all about it. It's Friday, man. You see, yeah, I took a day off yesterday, and the week got a little shorter for me, man. Lord have mercy. TGIF for everyone. To everyone, and hope everyone has a beautiful Friday.
Richie, back up my quiet. TGIF for everybody. Hey, let me ask you a question. What kind of feed line did you wind up using, and did you put an RF choking line? Did you build an RF choke, or did you just feed it straight? Hey, Trent, watch your wiggle.
I don't want to discuss that on the radio, because then too many secrets will be disclosed. But I do use hardline. I do use. I'm just gonna mention that. I'm sure Mr. 2x4, you understand. You're familiar with the brand Andrews Heliac, sir?
Yes, sir. I wonder.
All right, and that's all we're gonna say. We're not gonna talk about RF chokes or RF balance or anything like that. We're just gonna keep it nice and short, and make sure that everything is going to the AT like it's supposed to. You know, very, very high efficiency, and no heating up of the center conductor like most people have. They have that issue. And I'm not even running anything high, man. I don't even need it, but you know what? It's best to do it once and do it right, man. That's why, like I said, when I put that duck plucker together, I make sure it was weatherproofed. Make sure, you know, everything had to be done, man. You know, because I'm not going to be one to make excuses with SWR, with this and that. I just want to key up and rock the house and spike the mic, man. Because it's the last thing I want to hear is complaints, is about how much another man spent. You know, I don't want to hear it, man. I hear one guy out there crying how much I spent. I don't want to hear it, man. Come on. Why are you worrying about what's in my pocket, how much I spend? You're not supporting me. You're not paying my bills. So why are you going to worry about how much another man spent? I'm not even going to spend that much money. That's all I hear from that duck plucker, man. I said it's all about rocking the house, man. Having fun, enjoying your hobby, man. That's the last time I said, I don't care if I spend 20 grand on something, you know. You got to enjoy your life, because remember one thing, man. Something that was always taught to me as a child. Oh, yeah, tomorrow's not guaranteed, man. But I do guarantee one thing. Just like Donald J. Trump guaranteed or made a promise about America being great again, I make that promise, guarantee that I'm going to make 19 great again. And men are going to be men out here, and the sissy boys can move on. So that's it. No crying. Don't worry about what another man spends. Just spike the mic, man, and rock the house. That's it. That's the way it is, man. Rock the house.
I don't think you hear us. That's right. That's it. You didn't think it's crazy. You know, I'm all about the hotline and good cars, but you didn't think I'm crazy. But you know what I got feeding this antenna? A piece of RG213U, man. And you know where I got it? At the Englishtown Flea Market about 20 years ago. And that's all I got. The end of that damn line section is just a piece of RG213U. That's it. And look how good it does. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to really go spend all that high quality cars. You don't need it, but they do make better stuff. And I am going to change that eventually. But hey, look what I'm doing right there. Just with a little piece of 213U. Damn good boy. I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I tell you, 2x4, you clean out my radio, man. I'm not gonna fib. I'm not gonna lie, like Richie says. You know, Richie's always saying he's not gonna lie. Meanwhile, that boy's life is based on a lie. But anyway, the video gates show it all, man. The video gates will show it all and will depict everyone's signal out here. See, I don't do what Cracky does and what these other clowns do, is lower their gain. Look at Cracky's gain. It's at 12 o'clock. Now, why would you have your RF gain at 12 o'clock when you're increasing the everyone's signal? You know, because you just look at all his different video gates. 1 minute a person's doing a 7, next minute they're doing a 3. Why do you do that, Cracky? You know what he's going to say? Yeah, dog, I had the preamp on. How come you got a preamp? Why do you need a preamp in a city? I have no preamps, and you know what? You don't need one. Why would you need a preamp if you're in a base? Pay attention. Why do you need a preamp if you're in a base station, Cracky? You know why? Because everything is inefficient and ineffective on your side. You got a glass tube. What are you running? AL80B for good for a kilowatt pep? Come on, Cracky. You know how inefficient your station is? How much is actually getting to your AT, Cracky? Pay attention, man. Listen to the big dog and watch my instructional videos, Richard, and you'll learn.
You too scared to do what everybody else out here did. Listen and learn. That's listen and learn. Listen and learn. Good guy. You are gonna see, man. I lost my damn track of thought. Oh, you're the one in the intro I got you on here. What, you still selling those analyzers? I'm back at Roster's Hell.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And someone was asking me about one of the bird meters, and I confused it with one of the analyzers. I gave him a price. Yeah, somebody was interested in my 43, my Model 43 with slugs. So I told him I'd get back to him. And yes, I'm still selling that bird analyzer. Yes, sir. With the case and in mint condition, not a scratch, not a fingerprint, not a smudge on it. Yes, sir. I'm selling it.
Yeah, I'm not interested in the bird. I want to get the cheaper one you got. I want to get the A35. What are you looking to get for that one?
Oh, you're talking about the... well, that one I just picked up. That one I'm not selling. I just shown that in my video for comparison purposes. I just bought that, man. You're talking about the Rig Experts, right? That one I just picked up.
No, he's not. Roger. Okay. I'm just going to buy a new one. I was thinking you can get the 35 or what's the other one, 55. So I'm going to buy a new one there. I'm just going to get I want to get the 55 because I like to mess around on 6 meters too. But I wanted to get a little cheaper one, something for CB. But if I'm going to buy a new one, I'm just going to get the 55 because, I like to make it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be making one this weekend. So. And the analyzers are good to have. It makes the job a lot easier.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I was going to get the 55, but I figured I had the bird. I had that, and that's good up to 500 megahertz. So I didn't need anything other, anything higher than 35 meg, especially for the HF spectrum. You know what I mean? I'm not doing any UHF or VHF antenna designs or anything like that. But yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. And maybe you should help Pedro and Crackhead Richie, man, with their antennas, because they're not heard out here. They're not in my gates today. Well, what happened to those two duck pluckers? They're not out here. You told me they were out here. Where's Pedro, man? Unless he's in between keying. I don't hear him. Could someone tell me where Pedro and Crackhead Richie is? Inquiring minds want to know. They're not in my gate, that's for sure.
Your radio strokes your cows. I hear tears out there. I don't want to listen to tears, so I'm just going to spike my mic. Yeah, I ain't going to help any of them duck pluckers. Fucking, they need to learn for themselves. Ain't nobody help me, man. I went out and did my homework. I learned, and I do my own antennas and all my own shit. I don't need anybody to do my shit for me. I do it myself. That's what the hobby's all about, man.
I gotta agree with you. A 2x4, man. People think I'm out of my mind, but I do my antenna systems. I erect, take down by myself. I'm not bragging. I'm just making a point. I do shit. You know why I do it by myself? Because I can't rely on anyone. Not that I don't have reliable friends. It's just at the spur of the moment when the weather conditions are favorable and I got the time to do it, boom, I do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I rock the mic, man. It's the same thing with my equipment, man. I don't send my shit out. I do it myself. You know why? Because that's the best way to do it. If you're competent, if you know what you're doing, and if the key word is competence. That's the key word, ladies and gentlemen. And the second word I'm going to put out there, test gear. All right, Cracky? Cracky has a $10 Radio Shack frequency counter. He thinks that's good for lining radios. But listen to that 490 that he's talking on. Off frequency, muffled, undermodulated. You know, pay attention, man. And he's bragging about that striker. Sounds like garbage. Pay attention.
Hey, 250, fuck you, I got my power down. Fuck you, your video game, 250. Hey, 250, fuck you, your video game. I have to. Oh, he can't hear you. He can't hear you. He only talks to radio that 25 dBs or better, and then says he can't hear the rest.
Listen how compressed and distorted Crackhead Richie is. He's pumping that thing stage 3 and he's all distorted and clipping. Pay attention.
Fuck you, you're
All you gotta do is go on fucking Fleabag and you can buy a oscilloscope for fucking $100. They ain't gonna really tune you up.
Hey, 250, fuck you, your video game.
His fucking waveform is fucking nasty.
Hey, 250, fuck you, your video game.
Here is now. I don't think it sounds good.
Hey, 250.
Yeah, but you know, what is he gonna do? Hey, come on, honestly, 2x4. What is Richie gonna do with test equipment, an oscilloscope? Come on, he have no clue. He'll look at it and try to tune in TV programs. He has no clue what an oscilloscope is meant for.
Hey, 250, fuck you, your video game.
Oscilloscope is your basic piece of test equipment. It's basic. Every operator, you know, basic game operators owns an oscilloscope.
Fuck you, your video games, Richie.
Everybody know?
Fuck you, your video games, Richie.
Well, first of all, you would have to know what to look for in a waveform. Richie doesn't know what to look for. The only thing he looks for is to light up that glass pipe or to wake up his one of his two boyfriends that are sleeping. That's the only thing Richie looks for in the morning. He has no idea what he's doing. I don't know if you know, but Richie's hooking up an A-pill. Was it a Texas Star Sweet 16? And I really feel bad for the victim that he's going to hook this up for. You know? He's going to hook it up, and God help that guy when he keys up for the first or second time. It's going to be a puff of smoke. I know. That's a piece of shit, that amp. But, you know, it is what it is. And plus, she's going to probably get DEIs in there. Because they're still making the Texas Stars with DEIs. They haven't switched over to HGs. But, yeah, you know, he bullshitted the guy. And not only that, he didn't even order the fan kit. You know how hot that amp is going to get after a few minutes of key down? It's going to be like a hot plate. You could cook omelets on it.
Richie, 8250, fuck you, your video game.
It's easier said than done.
Fuck you, your video game, 250.
You gotta buy it. But can you actually install it?
Fuck you, your video games, 250. Hey, 250, fuck you, your video games.
I got a goddamn welding cable feeding my amp.
Fuck you, your video games, 250. Hey, 250, fuck you, your video games. Hey, Richie, fuck you, your video games, Richie.
In trouble, and whatever they get, they get. You gotta have some kind of fans on it, man. That's very important. Cooling is important. You gotta pop them little DEIs, they're gonna go spoof.
Well, Richie claims he's got 12 gauge wire. The guy got a 150 amp alternator, which is definitely too small. Then he says he bought two batteries rated at 3,000.